Okay, hi all. Sorry about that. I couldn't show you the desoldering of the EFI ROM chip, but I did desolder it. I put it onto a reader and I took out the password. I hope it's gone well. So I'm just going to reassemble it now and see if the ROM password's gone. Actually, I can show you this is where I put the chip on. I soldered the chip here, and then this plugs into an EEPROM reader. I'll show you the reader very quickly. I know it won't make much sense to some of you, but you plug it in here, USB goes into your PC has some software, and you can read the contents of the chip, and then you can do whatever you want to the contents. And I basically wiped out the password, I think. So I'll just grab the Mac and start to reassemble and hope it's gone well. Let me just check that's in. Yep, that's okay. Right, and we're off. Cool. Hey, come on, what's going on? All right, I've got to keep my head out of here, so there we go. All right, that's gone in, kind of. Let's get those tweezers. I've only got like 20 minutes to just reassemble and quickly test this, because I have to pop out with my uncle. He wants to take me to the carvery to have some lunch, and seeing as I've been working solid and haven't had a chance to leave, I think it's a good idea. Let's see. Oh man, this bit's always a bit tricky here. I always struggle with this. It's not any cables holding it down. There's like a metal bracket here, and I always struggle to get it in. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if that's right. I've got to make sure I don't trap any of the cables as well, because that's a real pain. I'm not happy with that yet, but hang on. You get this definite click when it sits into place. Let's see, I've probably haven't got those right. There you go, that's better. Okay, fine for now. Yeah, so there's you probably can't see it, but there's these little metal clips here, and they need to go under, and I forget sometimes they go under or over, but eventually you work it out, right, as you do. Okay, so make sure I haven't trapped any cables. Backlight cable there, that's good. Keyboard, right speaker, left speaker. I think that's the battery indicator, that one. Anyway, whatever. Right, so that's good. So let's just get 1 or 2 screws in just to stabilize the board while I'm plugging cables in. I'll just put the screw in lightly there. That one's for that one. That one's for this. Get those in. I'm actually really hungry, to be honest, so I'm trying not to eat anything. Last time I went there, I put too much on the plate and I couldn't eat it. This time, just a small amount. And hopefully I'll be able to finish my plate, because I hate wasting food. Okay, so give that a little wiggle, make sure it's set, and just tighten these few screws up. going to start putting the cables back in. Just give that a quick brush. So, pardon me, LVDS cable in first. Okay, clip that into place. Let's get the power cable in, DC in jack. Let's get the backlight cable in for the keyboard. Okay, nice click there. What we got now? What angle is best for me to come in? I'll try this angle. Maybe not. Let's see. Yep, that's in. Clip that down. Let's get the speaker in. Nice. The worst one's the keyboard for me, but I've got a little technique I'll show you. Let me get the speaker in first, I think. Okay, cool. And let's get the... Sorry, that wasn't the speaker, that was the I/O board here. That has the card reader on and the USB ports. This is the speaker. Alright, let's get that in as well. Nice. Get this rubber thing in before I put tighten the screw down here. Okay, that'll do. Webcam. There we go. Okay, cool. That went well. Let's get the screws in for the fan. Oh, can you imagine if it didn't program properly and I have to go back and do it all over again? Hey, it happens sometimes, right? I'm not perfect, but I do get the job done eventually, and I do a thorough job, and that's the important thing. So this is the keyboard. You can see it's quite a flimsy, long cable. I'm going to try and zoom in on that, actually. I think it'd be good if you can see this. Let's just move that like that, and put that there. So what I do is, because it's hard to line that cable up, I just get a bit of magic tape, or magic tape, whatever it's called. I'll show you. So I just take a bit of tape and oh, actually this has got the tape on it, sorry. That's fine, it's got the tape. What am I talking about? A lot of the times the tape, when the machine's been worked on before, that tape ends up being missing. So it's not, it's here. So you somehow need to curl this under without breaking it. And again, I do this under the microscope usually, but I'm going to try and do it. I hope, keep my head out of the way. Remember to keep my big head out of the way. And just drop the plastic in like that. And then you use the tape basically just to wiggle it in. And that's gone in nicely, right? So now just clamp it down and that holds it down. There you go, right? Cool. Now what? Oh yeah. Trackpad cable. And then the shield. I'm getting cocky here and putting the shield on, thinking it's all going to work. So I hope it does. Right, let's get this in. I've had a lot of coffee this morning, so my hands are shaking like hell. I'm all shook up. Yeah, rightio. Good. One last screw to hold the end of the heatsink in place. Let me zoom back out again, just in case you can't see. Let's get that to about there. So put the screw in for the heatsink. And that is it really. I'm going to put the battery on now. Get that little... Alright, battery in. I'll need to plug it in, I think. Once you unplug the battery, it doesn't start until you plug it in again. Right, let's get the microscope out of the way. Okay, where's MagSafe 2 charger. Right, put that in. Green light, amber. Let's make sure it hasn't kicked in on its own. Not yet. Okay. So just for the, oh, here we go, it's kicking in, right. So let me make sure you can see the screen as well. Hang on. There we go. With light or without light? With light. Not the greatest of light. Okay, so I'm just going to let that load up, and then I'm going to restart and see if I can press the Alt key and bring up the boot menu. If I can, and there's no firmware password, then problem done. Problem done, problem solved. Right, okay, so I'm just going to restart here and hold down the Alt key, and I should get a boot screen to select the boot device if the firmware password has been taken out properly. If not, balls, I have to start all over again. There you go. Whee! Wicked. Can you see that? Boot screen. That was me holding down the Alt key at startup, yeah? So now I can get on with doing a PRAM reset. So let me just put that there. Drop that back so you can see. So let me just hold the power button down, switch it off. So actually, I'm just going to let you know what the PRAM reset actually does, because I know it does a number of things, but I don't keep a lot of this stuff in my head. PRAM reset, just having a quick look. It's kind of like a CMOS reset, so it tells you which drives are installed and how much memory is installed and things like that. So it's good to reset it. Anyway, I did an SMC the other day, so I'm not going to do that again. So PRAM reset is Alt Command R and P, then you press the power, right? So press the power, quickly hold those keys down, and it should, there you go, rebooting. You should get a chime. Come on, chime. Chime, I'm gonna do it, keep holding until I get a second chime and then release. Power button's already released, it's just the Alt, Command and R and P that I'm holding. Right. One more chime and I'm gonna release and let it load up. That's great. So I'm really happy about that. I managed to get the password out, and I will do a tutorial on that when I've got some more time. I've got about 10 minutes before my uncle gets here, and we're going to go and get some lunch at the Carvery in Mitcham. Mitcham Massive. So I probably won't do the battery just yet. I'll wait till I get back with my uncle, from the restaurant, from the Carvery. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I'm going to shut down now, and I'll carry the video on when I get back. Thanks for listening and watching. Ciao.